Welcome to Vacuum Wars, and to our review of the Tikom V500 cordless vacuum cleaner. We recently bought one for ourselves and put it through all kinds of tests over the course of several weeks, and it actually won our award for Best Cordless Vacuum Under $100 in our awards show video for 2025. But we've yet to do a dedicated review video just for the Tikom V500 until now. So in this video, I'll go over the pros and cons and test results and explain why we rated it so high, at least for its price range in 2025. So links in the description, and let's get started. Starting off with the basics, the Tikom V500 is a cordless stick vacuum selling at a very low price. It can be used for hard floors or carpets, and like most cordless stick vacuums, it's very versatile as it's able to be used in its normal stick configuration, or just with the floor head attached to the handle for stair cleaning jobs, or with one of the two included attachments with or without the wand for above floor cleaning jobs, and it comes in 3 different color options. Starting off with the pros. The obvious pro is the price. It's currently selling for under $100, which is well under the average price of almost $300 for the cordless vacuums we typically review on this channel. Another pro is its ease of use and weight. It uses the original Dyson V8 style handle, which I like because of its good center of gravity, and when you combine that with its relatively low handle weight, which is just below the average amount, it makes using the cordless vacuum feel very effortless. It's easy to push, it has a nice smooth swivel on the floor head which responds well to wrist movements, which allows you to get in and out of tight spaces easily. It also has a nice bright bank of LED lights to see bits of debris that you might have otherwise missed. Another reason I like its lightweight compact handle is for above floor cleaning jobs, and it does come with 2 attachments, one of which I really like, which is also a Dyson style upholstery tool / dusting brush, which has longer than average bristles, and when you use that in combination with its lightweight handle, it makes it actually useful for dusting things around the house. It also comes with a nice wall mount, which you can connect the charger to. You can also store the 2 included attachments there. Another pro was its pickup ability. It has a well-designed floor head with large front gates, which allow for larger debris on hard floors and carpets. And while we did eventually find its limit with larger debris, especially on hard floors, it was still better than average with this and got an overall pickup score of 30, which is higher than average and basically the same score as the Dyson V8 Animal, which is probably what the Tikom V500 was more or less modeled after. Another good quality is that it has an active hair removal system built into the floor head. This is a feature which only recently started showing up on vacuums in this price range, and it worked well. In our 14-inch hair tangle test, for example, the Tikom V500 was nearly perfect at resisting hair tangles, which was impressive. Another thing you don't typically see on vacuums under $100 is decent filtration. And don't get me wrong, it wasn't perfect. There was some visible fog in our filtration test, but it was the best filtration I've ever seen on a vacuum in this price range. Battery life is important with cordless vacuums, and there's a lot to talk about here. The Tikom V500 comes with a detachable battery, and it has a digital battery life indicator on the LED screen, so that you can tell exactly how much runtime you have left, which is one of the more useful modern features on a cordless vacuum in my opinion. It has 2 power settings, a standard and max power. The official battery life is 32 minutes on standard power. We also ran it on max power, and it got 18 minutes. We gauge how good or bad those numbers are by combining its max battery life number with its max power airflow score to get a battery efficiency score. And the Tikom V500 was surprisingly competitive in this area, getting 17.3 points where the average is 18.8. So a touch below average, but considering the vast majority of cordless vacuums that we test are 3 times this price, it's a good score. And when all other battery factors are considered, it ended up with a battery score just a touch above average. So again, impressive for a vacuum under $100. Another good thing was its dust bin. It has a 1300 milliliter capacity, which is pretty big, and it's easy to empty with a touch of a lever on the side of the bin, and you don't have to take the wand off to empty it, which is not always the case. The final pro I'll mention is its noise level. It was fairly quiet at 75 decibels, where the average was 77. Moving on to the cons. Despite it doing good with pickup in general on hard floors and carpets, one area that it struggled with was power, at least compared to higher-end vacuums. For example, its sealed suction was significantly below average, as well as its airflow. Practically speaking, this means that it struggled with deep cleaning tasks, like in our carpet deep clean test, where we test how much sand it can remove from medium carpet on max power after a fixed number of passes, where it scored 89%, where the average is 93%. It also had a lower than average score in the unsealed suction test, which shows how much of a strong seal it has on flat surfaces, and that can be helpful for deep crevices, and in fact it did have a slightly lower than average score on our crevice pickup test as a result. So to recap, the Tikom v500 has a lightweight design, smooth maneuverability, useful LED lights, and a strong pickup performance, especially on hard floors and lower pile carpets. It even includes features rarely seen at this price point, like decent filtration, an active hair removal system, a detachable battery with digital battery life display, and a large, easy-to-empty dustbin. It does fall somewhat short with deep cleaning carpets, and its raw suction power compared to premium models isn't that good, but it still held its own in several key tests, earning scores comparable to much more expensive vacuums. It's probably not for you if you have mostly carpets in your home, but if your home is a mixture of hard floors and carpets or mostly hard floors, the V500 offers excellent value and functionality for the price. You can also check out our current best cordless vacuum picks at our website vacuumwars.com, which we keep updated regularly. Links in the description, and be sure to subscribe to Vacuum Wars before you leave, and thanks for watching. All of the links in the description are updated regularly to reflect our current favorite vacuums in multiple categories. You'll also find links to the Vacuum Wars website in the description, where we have more detailed lists of our favorite products, like our new top 20 robot vacuums list, which is updated weekly.